Oh wow. I'm not ready yet. Oh shoot. Well, 1 second.
Time machine. Time machine. Time machine. Time machine. Time machine. Time machine.
Never smells like piss. What's up? What is up? It is not a great day, not a great day. Damn. What a mess. Oh god, what a mess. Yeah, so how you guys doing? Oh, hopefully you're all hanging in there. It is I, Crypto Otaku, even on today. What a mess. Look at this chart. Look at this chart. How the hell do we go from 7 consecutive months up to this? I mean, oh my god, what a nightmare. I had to rethink my entire strategy. I don't even know what I'm getting into anymore. I've seen all this crazy news coming up. I don't know if you've seen any of this yet. Like, we have chocolate. You know, chocolate is rising faster than Bitcoin now. We've got, you know, freaking Easter bunnies are now worth more than gold. I mean, what the hell is going on in this world today? So we're gonna start there because I don't even know anymore. Then I'm gonna kind of back into like how I got to this strategy. Oh my god, the freaking chocolate bunnies, man. The chocolate bunnies. Oh my god, cocoa prices are going nuts. Yeah, even without nuts, the cocoa prices. The bean is now more valuable than several precious metals and has surged faster than even Bitcoin. That's right, you heard it here first. Yeah, if you haven't heard it yet. I mean, it's all over the damn news. I mean, I couldn't even get over. This morning, Anthony Papagiano is on CNBC again talking about Bitcoin. Everyone's like fudding Bitcoin again. Like, how can you FUD Bitcoin? It's the most appreciating asset, according. Up until now, you got the cocoa bean to worry about, taking the thunder. Yeah, so apparently we just got one more year of you know, bad yield of cocoa bean and no more chocolate for me. Screw the rest of the world. I don't get to have any more chocolate anymore. Yeah, that sucks. So it sucks for everyone. This is why humans were made, right? So we can enjoy things in the finer things in life, like chocolate. Ah, man, what a mess! What a mess. I'm all over the place today. Yeah, and then this happens today too. Bitcoin's fair price is basically zero, according to Business Insider. Bitcoin's fair value is zero. So, I mean, there's tons of FUD out there today. I mean, I don't even know. I couldn't even find anything redeeming today. Oh man. Get on the phone, call the papers, man. I don't know what the presses are doing. They're trying to like manipulate the price of Bitcoin. That's probably what it is. My conspiracy mind just goes to that immediately. So yeah, so there's that, and then of course this is the end of the 4-year cycle according to CoinDesk. Even CoinDesk is covering this FUD. I mean, no more 4-year cycle. So we're just gonna have like no more. We're not even gonna have a super cycle anymore. Yeah, according to CoinDesk. So that's great. That's great news too. I mean, what else do we have today? It's just rubbing it all in. I just feel like yeah, the hell with this. God. Bitcoin may not last that much longer. Yeah, this is actually an old article. I don't even know what the hell I found this for. Yeah, that's not even relevant. Is that Obama? What is going on? Oh no. Yeah, I'm just a mess today. I'm sorry. I just can't get myself together. I'm all emotional. You shouldn't get emotional in these markets. You should always make level-headed decisions. And I didn't make a great one earlier, I have to admit. So Bitcoin will never be money precisely because it's nothing like gold. This one just came out in January, but I was linked to this through another one. This is nothing good. There's nothing good out of today. Why is some experts say Bitcoin won't skyrocket? Yeah, that was also in June of 2019. I can't even keep a straight face anymore. I try so hard. So yeah, so If you're not familiar with the whole reason I wanted to get into this was because I'm thinking about selling half my stack tonight, probably when the Asian markets open at 9 o'clock, just because Bitcoin Plan B's. If you're not familiar with Plan B predicted basically the stock to flow model that applied to Bitcoin specifically, which has been pretty much undisputed. There's been a couple of little nicks here and there in his stock to flow chart, but for all intents and purposes, it's pretty much been has a good proven track record. And I wanted to kind of dive into that a little bit today because he just put out a prediction about 2 hours ago that basically wanted me to sell like half of everything and maybe buy back in. And I got this prediction here. I'm going to go into that a little bit too. This actually puts me down lower than 33K. I'll show you how I got that. Because I think it's a fake out right now. I think this is what's happening. We've been teeter-tottering all day. I'm pretty sure this is just a fake out, a flat fake out. And yeah, we're probably going to be going even lower. This is a $33,000 Bitcoin is what I was initially predicting. And now it's down to like, what, 30? About 30K. We'll get into that as well. But first I want to kind of dive into how I came into that conclusion. Which is, Plan B put out that... Goddamn chocolate bunnies. Jesus. He put out this video here. I think it's on one of my screens. Holy crap. I am so over the place today. Yep, here it is. He said this today.
Black line. The black line 200-week moving average is 33,000 right now and rising. And that 33,000 can be seen as a floor. In a bear market, it can breach that floor, but in a bull market, around the halvings, that...
Yeah, and so basically what he's saying is we could touch the floor right down there at about $33,000. And I'm just like, yeah, that's probably realistic since chocolate is up. Of all things, chocolate is appreciating faster than Bitcoin. And so, is gold and everything else is coming up too. The freaking dollar is up today. Did you see that? The dollar is up to 105 today. Like, what in the world is going on? I feel like my entire world's been turned upside down, so I got these flames up here. Oh my god. Oh man, the dystopian future is real. Not even Bitcoin is sacred anymore. Thought I had it all figured out. So where is that?
Take a look at Bitcoin prices this morning.
Oh yeah, that today.
I
mean, it's just all over the damn place. All this
expected to bring the next Bitcoin halving, in which the reward for mining cryptocurrencies drops by half. Joining us right now on all.
Didn't have anything great to say this morning either. You actually got into a fight towards the end of it, and they basically I don't even know what they're talking about. Basically, just because Bitcoin doesn't have a yield. That then there's no point to holding Bitcoin. This crazy wench right here.
I mean, there's no liquidity everywhere. Yeah, it's going to chase assets and things. But I don't think that because that's one of the reasons it goes higher doesn't undercut the fundamental case for that asset. That you have to on a case by case basis. That is the.
Yeah, and that's it was just nothing positive today, man. This is just all negative news. Usually you get like one little tiny little bit of FUD, and then it's all Bitcoin to the moon, yay! And I could rally with that, but it's ridiculous. I mean, cocoa is more expensive. Cocoa prices are rising faster than Bitcoin. Listen to this freaking title. Oh my God, just stab me in my kidney. God dang it. I don't know if you caught that. The only positive this weekend, I did cover Solana's new cat game. That was fun. So on Web3, we had Solana's Nyan Heroes. That was a lot of fun. So that's one positive thing. But yeah, the rest of this market, look at this. All you gotta do is search Bitcoin, and everyone's like, oh, it's all gonna crash, it's a trap. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I think it's a bull trap right here. And we haven't proved it out. And I'll show you what I mean here. Because you can see here, normally this is a cup and handle pattern, but it's already gotten past the breakout stage, right? And so what I did was I went back here, and I went back to this particular spot, right here. You can see this right here played out. Where was it? I already lost it. Oh God. Yeah, right here. This pocket right here. So if you take this and you go completely upside down, and you take this pattern, watch this. Take this pattern here from all the way to the bottom, all the way to the top where we have this cup and handle sitting up here. It's a reverse cup and handle, this is what I'm calling it. And I think we can get a pretty good indicator of where we're headed if you just take this cup here and you flip it around. No, it wasn't there. It was here. I went inverse again. It was right here. So if you take this pattern, it's the same pattern we have here, but it's an inverse. So you just take this inverse trend here, and you go all the way to the top, all the way to the top, and then you flip it. Oh, look at this. You flip it, and boom, we have our cup and handle pattern right there, and it's showing us exactly where we're going to go in this bull trap. And there it is. You just bring it down to about 33,000, and it doesn't take much. You're there. You're already there. And that's where we're headed. And I'm predicting it's going to take about until, what would be that? April 9th? I think it's going to take about until April 9th. Yeah, look at that. April 9th, April 10th, and we'll be about $30,000. That's where we're going. Yep, that's where we're going. And I wish I was kidding, but yeah, I mean, Plan B predicted it. He said, "Here, we're gonna have a bottom. We're gonna have a bottom." I mean, that's a good place to buy in later, right? 33,000. I want to buy back at 33,000. I made most of my buys at 33,000, so I think I'm gonna sell half my stack, or maybe all of it. I haven't decided yet, but I'm pretty sure about half. Maybe all my alts, half my Bitcoin, and then buy back later when we get to about $33,000. So that is my plan, and I'm gonna wait until about 9 o'clock tonight. And see if it plays out. I think it's going to play out. I think we're just going to confirmation right about down here tonight. Right here at about 64. Once we break through 64, just say goodbye to all of it and sell it all. Because the cocoa bean's worth more than Bitcoin right now. God damn it. Okay. I can't keep this going forever. It's so funny. But yeah, that's what's going on tonight with Bitcoin. I think it's all doom and gloom. This is obviously April Fool's joke. If you haven't picked up on that already, Plan B came out. This is only a little bit of his his last prediction. It's actually a pretty good prediction too, if you listen through it all the way, which you might do now since I've gotten done with the satirical part of this show. I'm going to cut that up into later and use it as a short and troll some people later. But anywho, let's actually dive into the real Bitcoin news today. And we'll kind of go and see from there. There's a lot of new predictions coming out. Part of that Anthony Pompliano interview towards the beginning, he was basically trying to control the FUD since we did have a bit of a sell-off this morning. But again, we had 7 consecutive months. Look at that. I mean, just get on the charts, look at the chart. Put into the 1 month and just take a look. This is insane. Absolutely insane. It's the first time ever we've ever printed 7 consecutive green candles. And April's already coming into a little bit of the red. But it ain't gonna last. Why? Because the Bitcoin halving is this month. And we're gonna go through all the normal stuff we normally go through every day. And here we go. Let's just dive into it. So, stock fear and greed sitting at a 73. Things are just kind of slowing down the stock markets. A lot of fear right now, especially with the CPI numbers, the job numbers I think coming in this week specifically. I think it's Friday. That's going to be kind of scary because AI is looking to replace a lot of jobs. That's kind of what's the narrative right now. We're looking at least a minimum of 20% of all jobs are going to be pretty much either replaced or repurposed by AI and robotics in about 4 to 5 years. So I think they're already starting to price some of that in, especially with the immediate productivity of AI. I don't know if you're using AI yet, but I mean, it pretty much replaces all your menial tasks every single day. I don't need to write a paper anymore or a document. I don't need to do any sort of math. I mean, it's pretty much that simple. And even when I make my thumbnails for my stream, I'm pulling up all these Bitcoin chans, right? All these Bitcoin chans I'm generating from AI. So AI constructs or APIs, and That's just what's going on. So yeah, that's what's going on with the stock markets right now. A lot of fear. Who cares? It's the stock market. Crypto fear and greed is in extreme greed. It's still around hovering on 80. It's amazing. Oh, look at that. We're getting a red candle here in the 15-minute. I think that's what my siren just went off. I kind of predicted a little bit of this now. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. So this is going on. This is going down. Oh my god. I should pretty much flip that upside down now. Because that's pretty much where we're headed in the long run. But this is too funny. Anywho, moving on. So next on is the DXY, right? The DXY has been going up crazy today. Crazy. Went from 104 to 105 today. It's a huge move. People are saying we're about to get squeezed the hell out of the dollar. So just keep a watch on that. It's been a very long time since actually it's been correlated to Bitcoin. And we're feeling a little bit of the heat, actually. I'm not going to lie. This is the first time I felt a little bit of heat from the DXY since 2022. Pretty much. Because it was like the beginning of 2023 in March, actually. Was when the bank started to fall last year. It was about a year ago from today. And we started rising from there. It's been a bull run since, in my opinion. That's just what's happened. It's just what we got going on. So ever since then, yeah, that is what we got going on. So yeah, DXY and of course the Bitcoin halvings in 18 days, 3 hours, 41 minutes, and 32 seconds until the 420. Blaze it, Bitcoin halving. And I don't even know. I'm gonna have to say something after that. Like every single day, I've been counting this down. It's been just a joy every single day, inching closer and closer and closer. And in 18 days, I'm gonna feel kind of down, man. I'm gonna be like, damn. I'm gonna have to start counting down. What is it? Like 1,600 days or whatever it's gonna be till the next halving. So yeah, cheers to that, I guess. With water, because I'm not drinking anything today. So, Bitcoin halving. Moving on. Crypto bubbles today. It's pretty much been a red day. It's been pretty much an S day, right? A pretty bad day. Core came up crazy within the last week. There's been a lot of news surrounding it. Came back down today a little bit. WIF is still, I guess, the most appreciating. I was gonna top that off today in the April Fool's segment, but Floki, WIF, but specifically WIF, I think is the most appreciating. Oh, I take it back. Bonk, 4,000% on the year, but this year though, dog with hat, damn core, oof, core. What about Jasmine though? Jasmine came up a frick ton too, man. Is Jasmine not in the 100 anymore? Jasmine did push back to the 100? Where the hell is it? Oh, Jasmine did pretty good this year, but I don't even see it in the 100. It's probably back down to 200 again. Top 200, there it is, 300%. So not quite. Anywho, not so much going on today in terms of action. It's pretty much just a sideways day. We had a lot of liquidations over the last few months. Everyone was just kind of like licking their wounds. Coming back from spring break, probably by the end of this week, and then we're going to get into some serious numbers next week, I think. I'm not really expecting a huge move this week. I was thinking that maybe by the middle of this week, we'll see how Friday is by the end of the week. There could be a big move this week. I just don't think it's going to be as big as next week, because they're going to have the last bit of FOMO before the halving. I mean, right now you still got a week, 2 weeks and 2 days. So 2 weeks and 3 days, depending on when the actual halving takes place. It is going to be closer to 2020. I mean, 420 now, though. I mean, we're getting inching and closer as each block is being mined. We're looking at being a little slightly above it. So some territories are going to have 420. Some territories are not. I think here in the East Coast we will not have Bitcoin in 420. Maybe in the California, the far reaches of the Pacific Standard Time or whatever it is over there in the coast are going to get that. So congrats for you guys. All right, and yeah, moving on. I wanted to kind of just double check where we are with the American exchanges, where Bitcoin is standing at on Coinbase. I've been keeping a close eye on this because we did break past 30,000 today. I noticed that my lunch break today. 295,000 left on Coinbase. And again, if you're not aware, Coinbase is settling all the ETFs right now, except for a few. I think like 2 or 3. They're handling all of the ETF funds. So this is why we have this inverse staircase pattern for the supply as supply shrinks in the American market. Because I mean, I don't know about you, but Coinbase is the de facto American exchange. There is no second best, right? There is no second best crypto like Bitcoin, and there is no second best exchange in America. We lost that first fiasco, right? Yeah, we did. A dirty name. Moving on. A Bitcoin rainbow chart. We haven't looked at this in a while. I figure we'd look back at this again since we're getting close to the halving. And we are still in the hodl territory, even though we broke down and had a little bit of a pullback. But the thing is, the longer we stay sideways, the more we'll get into still cheap again. So keep that in mind for your long-term hodlers. If for some reason we end up going sideways for another few months, it's a good time to keep decent. I'm still buying $5 a day. I keep telling everyone I'm still buying $5 of Bitcoin every single day. I don't care. And some days more. Like we went down to 68 today. I bought not 1% because I put in another 1% last week when we hit about 65. But I did just throw about $70 at it just to try to keep up a little bit. But yeah, because you never know. This may be the last time we hit the 60s ever. You don't know. The halving's in 2 weeks. I know there's going to be a sell-off for sure. I mean, that's just a given, right? Buy the rumor, sell the news. It's going to happen. We are going to see a pullback. How big of a pullback? How fast will that pullback get eaten up by the ETFs? The Hong Kong ETFs are also coming out as well. Are they going to be launched before the halving? I doubt it. It's supposed to happen this quarter, somewhere between April and May, I think, in Hong Kong. I haven't seen any news on that. We can take a look a little bit later. But yeah, that's kind of where I hang my hat on that. Just keep stacking sats and stay humble. All right, so moving into crypto market cap, just kind of seeing who's still in the top 10. Thank God Avalanche is still there. Toncoin fell back down, is getting close, and Dogecoin is still inching forward. This is sick. I really hope people understand that these dog coins have no utility, and at some point, I should have started that entire segment this evening with I put all my money, I sold all my Bitcoin and rolled it into Dogecoin. Let's see, yeehaw. No, I did not. I'm still working at McDonald's humbly and stacking sats. I believe in a 60 to 80% portfolio of Bitcoin, and everything else is just a bonus. So, yeah, it's nice. Solana's still the top 3 dog, other than the number 1 exchange coin, Binance, and the number 1, stable coin Tether. Other than that, XRP still holding up at 6. USDC, it's nothing really new. But it is nice to see the Avalanche is still holding on. Like I did mention about the positive aspects of this past weekend, I did play Solana's Web3 Nyan Cat Heroes. I keep calling it Nyan Cat Heroes. Nyan Heroes. It was a fun game. If you haven't tried it yet, please try it. It's freaking fun, especially if you like third-person shooters. If you're kind of breaking away from the and it's a nice breakaway actually from traditional FPSs. It's been a while since I played a third-person shooter. But yeah, Nyan Cat Heroes was a treat. I keep saying that. So you can definitely see that Solana and Avalanche are going to be the ones to look really closely at this bull run, because these games are not just a dream anymore. They're becoming reality. They're here. They're clearly here. And the one I'm really looking forward to is actually on Avalanche the most, and that is Off the Grid. So if you haven't seen Off the Grid yet, pay attention, man. These games are gonna be freaking awesome. I can't wait. Yeah, I haven't been this excited for a game since either Cyberpunk or Apex Legends, really. Yeah, so it's just a little teaser trailer they had a little while back, last year.
Gaming experience. The top video game players in the world, are they any good in real life battle royale type situations? Not this, but actually this. It's not playing around on the screen. We do have ex-Navy SEALs coming down. We need the best of the best. Anybody can play. Just gotta be brave enough to take it.
Man, yeah, and the comedy, the tongue-in-cheek is just great. So I can't wait for that. Again, because I live in that world every single day in this dystopian future. And any game like this is just a bonus. It's a treat. It's stuff I live for. I never thought we were ever going to get a true Cyberpunk game until Cyberpunk came out. So to see more games in that genre just keep flooding the market, yeah, I'm in heaven. I really am. Unfortunately, this is going to be our true reality, because we're past the point of utopia. We now live in a dystopian future. So, yep, this is coming. This is coming. Oh yeah, boy. So yeah, top 10, right? Pay attention to Solana, Avalanche, and the L2s. Because these are the ones everyone's building on right now. I don't hear much of anyone talking about building on Ethereum anymore. Other than yours truly, Larry Fink, wants to tokenize every asset and use Ethereum in the Ethereum ETFs. Other than that, there really isn't too much hype around Ethereum these days. You've got some of the games coming out built, like the older games that are still being built on Ethereum. I think that Nifty Islands we talked about last Friday, I think that was on Ethereum. I didn't get a chance to play it this weekend. I wanted to, but Nyan Heroes just took a little bit more priority. That was a fun game too. So Nifty Island. Let's see what blockchain is this being built on. There's Pudgy Penguins in it. Oh my god. Cyber Kongs. Do we not have a clear blockchain established on the front page of that? That's ridiculous. Which blockchain? Is it interoperable? How is this built? What is it about? Okay. Community driven game, players, build worlds, create community. Why are we building this? NFT exists, engaging, yes, NFTs. Nifty NFTs, yeah, I get it, that's funny. Yeah, you know what? Let's see what the airdrop should tell us, right? Island token. I don't know. They have to be being built on some L1. I just don't know enough about the project. I don't know. Maybe we'll dive into that this weekend. We'll see. Get some time to research it. Anywho, but yeah, that's what's going on with the top 10. Moving on. Did we get past silver? No, we didn't. We did briefly touch 1.4 trillion again. Then we fell back down, and silver is going up a little bit because everyone's really afraid right now. It's a very fearful market. Everyone's kind of afraid what's happening with the world, and I mean we covered it. We covered a lot, but the U.S. debt not only the U.S. debt, but the world debt, and how everyone is negative almost the 100%, or like Japan, exceeding 100% of their debt to GDP. I mean, that's crazy. These numbers are crazy. It scares me to live in my country right now. I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, America's still top dog until everyone wakes up. Anywho, don't forget, Bitcoin fixes the money. It's financial freedom. Don't forget. Anyway, Bitcoin treasuries, let's see what's going on. We don't have the numbers yet for today, but just by judging by how we pop basically right back up at around 3 o'clock, which is again like clockwork every single day on the weekdays that we trade, right? Open market, we get these inflows at about to settle about 3 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's what we saw today. I remember seeing it as soon as I clocked off of work. I'm like, oh yeah, look at that. Boom. Shoveled right back up there around 4 o'clock. And it looks like we're selling a bit off right now. It's crazy though. This cup and handle was beautiful. It really was. And then, yeah, we really did get this thing I kind of predicted in my April Fool's segment. Oh my God. What a mess. Wouldn't that be funny though if we actually go all the way back down? April Fools! I mean, technically it's still April Fools until about a half hour here in Eastern Standard Time. A few more hours in the West Coast. So, I mean, it'd be funny if people were just dumping the market for the meme. Oh my God. I remember back when I first started, there were a lot of whale Discord channels, like a lot of whale dumping with Discord channels where they would just gather, and I was part of them at one point. I was curious, and I infiltrated a couple of them, and yeah, I mean, I don't know if that was ever put a stop to. It's been a while since I looked into it. Yeah, you gotta pay attention to stuff like that, because some people, well, they used to have the power. I don't think they do have the power to dump the markets anymore. That was a long time ago. Back before the institutions were in, before the ETFs launched. But I can confirm that mainstream adoption's coming. It's coming. We're already starting to see a little bit of retail jump in. I've been asked by, I lost track actually, maybe like six or seven people now have asked me about Bitcoin, when to get in and what to do now, and all the things, right? All the things. And I think it's here. I think we're starting to get retail to notice. We'll double check with the Google Trends after we're done with the next thing. But yeah, let's look at the Bitcoin treasuries real quick, and we'll look at Google Trends, and then see if we can actually find some real news tonight, because I spent so much time digging up old junk. Yeah, so wow, iShares. Ooh, BlackRock's already got 250,000 Bitcoin on their balance sheet. Holy crap. MicroStrategy's still sitting at about 214,000. And El Salvador still buying one a day. Look at that, 5,700 and 2. That's nice. El Salvador. Good for you. I'm rooting for you. I would like to live there one day at this point. I feel like I'm an outcast everywhere else in the world. I hear good things. I hear Nico from Simply Bitcoin is heading out that way this week, so I'm looking forward to see what his experience is like. I've seen some documentaries over the past few years. Mixed results, okay, and we might have to review that one day. It's not quite as Bitcoin friendly yet, but there's other ways around it. Like, you don't have to just use the Lightning Network to spend your Bitcoin. If you really wanted to spend your Bitcoin, you can have a chunk of it on the exchanges. You can have a Coinbase card or a Crypto.com card. I mean, if you really wanted to live 100% on Bitcoin, there's ways to do it. Don't let anyone tell you there's no way to live off Bitcoin. I mean, I share my screenshot of my bank account all the time. mostly for the meme. But I mean, I'm serious. I live a Bitcoin standard. I don't have any fiat except what I need to pay my bills in my bank account every single week. And I pull out what I need and I put it right back in when I'm done. This is what I have right now. Well, this is actually a few weeks, not right now. I have a little bit more now to pay my bills for the beginning of the month. But yeah, $1.07 and nothing in my savings. Because you know what? F that savings, right? I mean, come on. At this point...
What are you, stupid?
Exactly. Because... yeah, I mean, you don't want to be saving your money in fiat anymore. It's depreciating assets, a melting ice cube. It's 15%, 12 to 15% lost every single year. You want something that's going to be in the best form of money, the best appreciating asset on the planet. That is Bitcoin. It may be the cocoa bean right now, right, in terms of commodities, but that is only the first month of the year, or the first 4 months, or whatever of the year. I don't think it's going to outpace Bitcoin by the end of the year. Sorry, chocolate bunnies. Sorry, Hershey's. You know they're gonna market up the hell out of those candy bars, and they're gonna make them more fun size than ever. They're gonna be like, tiny, like Pez sized. This is your fun size candy bar now. Have fun. And then Biden's gonna come out again. Go to fucking shrinkflation. Oh my god, you can't make this stuff up. It's coming. Yeah, let's play that real quick, so people can find it. It is hilarious. Biden and shrinkflation.
Super Bowl Sunday. If you're anything like me, you like to be surrounded by a snack or two while watching the big game. You know, when buying snacks for the game, you might have noticed one thing. Sports drinks bottles are smaller. A bag of chips has fewer chips, but they're still charging you just as much. And as an ice cream lover, what makes me the most angry is that ice cream cartons have actually shrunk in size, but not in price. I've had enough of what they call shrinkflation. It's a ripoff.
I'm sorry. Our government's a ripoff, that's what I say. Our being taxed for no reason's a ripoff. Right, Bukele? Yeah, we know it. Alrighty. Moving on. Get my bank account out of here. Oh my god. Yeah, so Grayskull. Let's look if they sold off a little bit on Friday or not. They have today's numbers in too already. Nice. So yeah, it looks like they sold off a little bit today. Not that much. 1,500 Bitcoin. I mean, they had some significant sell-offs. Oh my god, all March. Holy crap. But it looks like it's starting to stop. And then, let's see if they have BlackRock, what they bought in today. Nope, of course not. Of course not. If I were to guess, just by the pump that kind of got us back to where we were at the beginning of the day. Oh my god. Probably wasn't that much. It looks like other countries are starting to sell it off too before the night. Let's actually look at this actually coming down. Ooh, this does not look good. Oof. Yikes, it's still going down. Oh no! We're going to zero! Oh no! Oh my god, I haven't seen any moves like back in 2021 yet, or 2022, or none of that volatility, man. This is not volatility. These ups and downs, these 2% moves in a day. This is nothing. I remember back here in 2021, these candles were killer, man. I remember this one. I'll never forget this one. I remember exactly where I was when this happened. This is when I learned what Bitcoin was all about. When this happened. That's a 30-minute candles right there, man. Boom. We haven't seen nothing yet in terms of pullbacks or anything. This right here, was only 6%. Yeah, about 6% actually. Maybe a little more than that. Maybe like 7 or 8. Maybe 10. Yeah, about 8. So we haven't seen that.
In terms of days, though, what's the biggest daily candle we got? We had days of bleeding. Yeah, look at that. The final, the final slopes downward off the mountain. All these were killer too. 8% there, another probably 8% there. The 15% candle there. Holy crap! That's 2 days of bleeding there. Again, we haven't seen anything like that. People are so bearish for no reason off a 2% drop. It's insane, insane. Look at these tiny daily candles. Look, look back here, and yeah, we haven't seen nothing yet. And you know for sure I'll be buying a big pullback if we ever get one. I just don't think we'll ever get one at this point. I mean, until maybe we're up here and we get 100K and people start selling that, because that's going to be a huge, huge psychological level. People are not going to let that go away without taking profits. That's for sure. That's for sure. Alrighty. So, where were we? Oh God, got distracted. Yeah, so that's the Bitcoin treasuries. We're gonna just try to check on the news real quick. Hopefully we get something on Hong Kong. Peter Schiff, something big is happening as very few investors are prepared for. Oh, what is it, Peter Schiff? Give me some more FUD. I would love more FUD right now. Oh God. Economist and Goldbug, Peter Schiff, issued multiple warnings about the health of the U.S. market and economy in a series of posts on social media platform X over the past few days. What did he make fun of Michael Saylor again? Oh my God. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Your entire company into Bitcoin? Are you crazy? It's very rare for gold to be trading over $30 higher on a Sunday night. Oh my God. Oh, the gold went up $30. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. This guy's nuts. This guy. Higher on a Sunday night. Rarer still is to find it, for it to be doing so on no news, he warned. Something big is happening, and very few investors are prepared for it. I tell you what's happening. These big investors, these high net worth individuals are getting the hell off the dollar. We know Jeff Bezos met with Michael Saylor. He was there at a party he had. I think it was at his engagement party. And Jeff Bezos got engaged. He was there. He was seen there. Michael Saylor does not go anywhere without talking about Bitcoin. I have watched the man for 3 freaking years. I've heard all the Robert Breedlove freaking videos. He does not go anywhere without talking about Bitcoin. I've had dreams about the Messiah. He's insane. He is absolutely insane. So, and we've seen these mysterious billion-dollar moves. And over the weekend, someone bought $1 billion flat of Bitcoin over the weekend. It was crazy. That's why we had that big pump. I put a little short out over the weekend too, because there was a big pump and it was out of nowhere. Some guy just bought $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. Bezos? I mean, only few people in the world have that money sitting around. I mean, because it has to be a percentage of their net worth to want to have to put that much in. Only so many people have that dollar amount value in their portfolio. So, looks like we just got another pump. Just got a ticker notification. Where are we at? Looks like we're rounding off this right here. That would be nice. We'll see if the bleeding stops. That's at 69.1. It's not too bad place to stop. That's kind of having a little bit of a support back here, kind of renowned, which is great. Look at that. Boom, boom, and boom. We touched that 3 times previously, so that's a decent area of support. The next spot would look for would be 68.3. And that's if we don't break, if we do break 69.5. We're already lower than that, aren't we? Yeah, we're already lower than that. So yeah, so we're already past that. Ooh, this looks like it's starting to develop an inverse. Right? Is that an inverse head and shoulders? Oh, we just got another down pump. Yeah, this is starting to look like an inverse head and shoulders. pattern to me. Right? Right? Yeah, so that would pretty much bring us back up to the upside, where would be the measure of move. Yeah, I mean, we'd have to break out there again, basically 71.3, but that could get started. And again, everyone's looking at the same thing, right? Everyone looks at the same chart and predicts the same moves and creates psychologically. We all hive mind create these patterns into existence. So if enough people are trading on, hell, this is a inverse head and shoulders, then it will be a inverse head and shoulders, unless some whale dumps off and creates a bull trap. That's possible. So that's what I see right now developing, and I just see these things, man. I'm not a trader. I mean, I used to trade a little bit, but I just see these patterns as they form. I've lived in these charts now for 3 freaking years. I've got PTSD from the bear market. I fell off that mountain and just kept DCAing down. I lived through it, and it's a hell of a ride, man, and it never ends. It will never end. It will never end. You know why? You know why it'll never end? I'll have Michael Saylor tell you why it'll never end.
The point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura. Forever.
Right.
It's going up forever. It's going up forever. Yeah, because 21 million times infinity is infinity, right? Yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, it looks like we're starting to get a bit of a pump. My alerts are going off like crazy tonight. Holy crap. Let's see what's going on, and then we'll take a look at Bookmap. Yours truly thanking Kimba for the evening Bookmap. Provided you by Kimba. Kimba, again, is a reference to a Japanese anime. Kimba and the snow lion, right? Kimba the snow lion. Kimba the white snow lion. And damn, yeah, he is pumping. Oof. We going up. So, yeah, I mean, this could have just been a big false move Monday. We'll see if this holds, if we're going to be, oppressed by the bears. Man, these are coming in strong now, though. There's a big sell-off there. What is that? There's a 1.2 million right there. Bunch of 200Ks, 500K. Someone just bought another $400,000 worth of Bitcoin. Jesus. Crazy, man. People just playing with fire. This is the beginning of the month, so leverage and liquidations are going to start again, and then we'll get... I mean, honestly, if I was a trader, I wouldn't trade this. I would not trade Bitcoin anymore, for sure. I learned my lesson in the last bull cycle. But I definitely wouldn't short it. No, definitely wouldn't short it. But yeah, I think what's going to happen is everyone's going to try to long this and then get knocked out. And we'll see what happens with China. 10 minutes. About 10 minutes. Japan will have... just can't keep up with the daylight savings time. Right now it's about 10 o'clock in the morning in Japan. We're not going to see any of the markets open tonight. That sucks. But Bitcoin doesn't trade all the time with the markets. People can throw their money in like they did last Saturday and just dump a whole bunch of money. $1 billion. That's insane, man. I don't know where people come up with this. Anywho, let's dive into the news and see if we can go and cover anything new. I want to look up the Hong Kong ETFs. What's going on with that? Any news on it? And then we'll dive into Google Trends and then probably get off for the night. It's been a treacherous day. And all the fake news. Oh my god. Oh man. Super Tuesday Republican primary. What is this? Oh, that's Google Trends. Hong Kong Bitcoin ETF. 6 days ago. 2 days ago. Very big deal. So crypto suddenly braced for a huge China ETF earthquake. Ooh, they are coming. They're gonna shake this freaking market. It's gonna be insane. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP price boom. Man, I can't even stop looking at this chart because my where the hell did my bookmark go? Yeah, my tickers, my my alarms keep going off. Yeah, look at that. Bam! They're pushing on strong again. $783,000 buy. The sells are kind of starting to slow down. Yeah, it looks like everyone's putting in longs right now. That'd be my guess. Crazy. 70,000, 300,000. That's the sells. So the bears are not selling as much. We just got to get past 69.5 again, and then we'll be off to the races. That was our biggest point of capitulation last time. Yep, so it's about market 670, 69.5. Won't be long, really. It's this big area here. And we've already tried to retest it like 4 times today. Ooh, that's not a good sign. It's not a good sign, really. It's kind of bearish. But again, this pattern, everyone's going to see the same pattern. And there are the bears. There they go again, the bears. It's a struggle. I need some toys, man. I need to just have some bears and bulls and just smash them together in times like this. I gotta do it. Anywho, yep, so looks like the bears are catching up and we're bringing the price back down. Anywho, let's look at the Google Trends. DJT song, what the hell? Let's see if anyone's looking up Bitcoin tonight in the world. In the world today. What in the world? Misspelled Bitcoin a few times. It's back. It's come back down. Today we had a bit of a peak, but in comparison to the last 30 days, it's probably nothing. Exactly, it's freaking nothing. That's back when we had the previous all-time high. So yeah, nothing. And if I look at this trending now, I'm just gonna cry. Oh my god, here we go. What is it today? What is it today? Duke, I don't even know what the hell that is. Some football player, April Fool's Day, yay! I got April Fool's jokes. People are just demons, man. Nuggets! I just can't. I can't, man. When every search is just about a freaking sports team or a player, I just can't, man. I can't with the normies. I just can't. Easter, we're going into the extreme. Nothing crypto related. Holy crap. Holy crap. Yeah, last time we got crypto news, it was FBF. Sam Bankman freed. He who shall not be named for his sins of FTX. Yeah, so a very big deal. So according to Forbes, interesting, a very big deal. Crypto suddenly braced for a huge China ETF earthquake. So Bitcoin has exploded over the year, sending the Bitcoin price to over 70,000 as top Wall Street executives sound an urgent alarm. Ding, 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 ding. You know what that sound sounds like? that sound sounds like
Wall Street doesn't just like Bitcoin, they love Bitcoin. If you think of these assets, it's been over 5,500 each.
Yep, they love Bitcoin. They love it. And they're not going to stop. And right now, all the banks are waiting, according to Cathie Wood, the Bitcoin goddess herself. They're waiting. The banks are waiting to see which 3 ETFs are going to come out on top. Obviously, it's going to be BlackRock, Fidelity, and ARK. Unless somehow Grayscale can, I don't know, redeem this this mess they got themselves into with the Bitcoin Trust. I doubt it. So we'll see what goes on there. Moving on. Now Elon Musk teased an X upgrade that some Bitcoin and crypto traders could think could transform the market. Analysis had predicted a Hong Kong spot Bitcoin Chinese ETF could mean another huge Bitcoin price earthquake is just around the corner. We can't handle another. I'm telling you, we cannot handle another price earthquake. We can't. There is no supply. There is no supply, and we didn't get into that stock to flow model, right? The stock to flow model here, Plan B, right? This man was chastised in 2021. I remember all the hate just because we didn't touch 100K. It was primarily because of China and the mining ban, right? All the miners selling off all their equipment in China, moving to different countries, setting up elsewhere. It was partly because of that why we didn't hit 100K, because we were supposed to. We were robbed of it just based on the demand and the hash rate. And then, of course, yours truly, holding back the price on purpose was your Sam Bankman-Fried and FPX and Alameda Research. So, we could play a little bit of this too. I don't want to play the whole thing. It's like 10 minutes. We got 2 more minutes until 9 o'clock in the Eastern Standard Time. It's the market close for the United States in 2 minutes. And right now, it does not look like we are going to get back to 70K tonight. Probably not tonight. This morning, though, we will. Probably like 2, 3 a.m. China will come in and be like, buy. We buy, you stupid Americans, we buy. That's what happens when we play these bull and bear games here in America. China comes in and they just reap all the rewards. So, anywho, this Chinese ETF is a big deal. Forbes is freaking covering it. Wall Street, again, loves Bitcoin. And Elon Musk is teasing that he's going to have the next upgrade where he's going to have the crypto assets being traded. But the problem with that is he still doesn't have the transmitter license to do those transactions yet. We covered that a few days ago. He doesn't have it. So the Hong Kong ETF is going to allow in-kind creations and redemptions for spot Bitcoin ETFs. I did hear that these ETFs in Hong Kong are actually going to be real Bitcoin, not paper Bitcoin like the ETFs here in America. So that's another thing too. How the hell is China getting that right? Of all things, Hong Kong is going to have real Bitcoin on the ETFs. It's insane. Hey, Moon Lambo, how's it going? Welcome to the show. You need a dump so you can buy back in. Yeah, I was hoping to give a little bit of enthusiasm for that. I even tried to try to simulate it. Look, we got a little bit of it, but it was ultimately a April Fool's joke, right? A really bad one, but I incorporated Plan B's prediction of a 33K floor for this cycle. So yeah, I was playing on that. You missed it earlier, but yes, anything's possible. We could have a big bull trap and scare the market and like flip the switch on all the bots and the bots start selling and we get some crazy whale dump or something crazy. I mean, anything's possible. I wouldn't care either way. I would definitely buy the dip with you for sure. For sure. Oh my God. But yeah, these spot Bitcoin ETFs are no joke. It's gonna get insane. China is not playing around. They're doing it better than us. At some point, we're gonna have to step it up and do something better here in the States too. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. How can we not have proper regulation? How can we not have one-for-one Bitcoin, on the ETFs? I mean, BlackRock is basically using Americans as a way to fund these ETFs, and they're going to hold all the Bitcoin in the end. They're not going to have any of that cash. They're going to have straight Bitcoin. They're going to give off the dollars back to the people that invested it when they want to buy out. And it's sad because they're screwing people, but they don't know. People don't know better, or they don't want to wise up and just learn how to use a hardware wallet. And I really do encourage everyone to just do a little bit of research. And I am more than welcome to help anyone through that as well. I've helped a lot of people with hardware wallets already, and it's just you gotta protect yourself. You gotta protect yourself from the evil hand. So while this detail alone is not enough to ensure strong inflows, it does imply a more open and agile approach to the potential market, which in turn could attract a broader range of participants. It also suggests that approval is getting close. We did cover that it is going to be, Hong Kong announced it was going to be this quarter. It was going to be second quarter 2024 is happening. So China has repeatedly cracked down on Bitcoin and crypto trading in the country. We just covered this a few minutes ago about how they held back the price of Bitcoin. We were supposed to hit 100K in 2021, but the mining ban, China's mining ban, kind of held that back, as well as FT freaking X. And so we didn't get that because of that, and because I still can't believe China's doing this. Like they're doing everything right when it comes to a 1-for-1 Bitcoin ETF. Since then, most people in China have had no way to buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and any other cryptocurrency. Even though we know that's not true because they can go through VPNs as well as anyone else and find other ways to get around that. But the big thing is their exchanges have more Bitcoin on their open markets than ours. We just touched that. Bitcoin's only at like 294,000 on Coinbase right now. That's nothing. That's like, what are they buying? Like, if Grayscale stops entirely, we're looking at 13 to 15,000 Bitcoins on average a day, and then the halving happens. I mean, there's no way you can't keep up with that demand. There's only 300. There's going to be 450 produced every single day after in 18 days. We don't have enough sitting on the exchanges right now to facilitate that demand. It's going to get stupid. Oh my god. Moon Lambo says he only keeps his crypto on the trading exchanges. Everything else is a hardware. Nice. That's the perfect way to do it. Yeah. You keep it as minimal as you can. Just what you need to do to trade. For sure, and don't definitely check out those staking rewards if you haven't already. You seem like you know what you're doing though. Yeah, so even a tiny percentage of these Chinese investors are finding a new legal way to invest in Bitcoin, which has significantly increased the adoption in other countries like China. I'm looking forward to this, man. I am super stoked. No one, I think Arthur Hayes has got it. Again, he's shilling his own companies, but his own bags. But yeah, I think he's got it. We don't have a bright enough imagination. We really don't, because this is gonna get stupid. Moon Lambo asks, what do I stake? I stake, oh man, so much stuff. Solana. I stake Solana, Polkadot, Tezos, man, just so many different things. What's another big one? I'm gonna take a look at my my wallet real quick. I've got a bunch of bags. I've been really happy with Solana though. Oh my god, dude, I can't believe where it's gone. I primarily have most of my staking rewards in Solana, but I also do a little bit of Near and Cosmos as well. Cosmos is pretty good too. It's like a 14% yield. That's a pretty good yield on your. I think the biggest ones right now would be like Near, Cosmos, 10-14% APY, but. Yeah, good stuff. Bitcoin's moving again. We can double back there and see what's going on with the King Crypto. I get bookmap rolling. Holy crap! It's really taking off. Someone just put in an order for. Holy crap! What is going on? Is that the same person? 150, 150, 150, 145. There's a lot going. Well, it move us up though, that's the thing. I don't think it's enough. But we're still producing that inverse head and shoulders, so that could play out. If enough people see it, it's gonna play out. Because it's hive mind psychology. Cool. Moon Lambo says, cool. I do XPRPT. XPRT. That is on the cost chain. COS. 40% super volatile though. Ooh. Really? I'm not familiar with that that token. COS. You're talking about? Is that that's not Cosmos, is it? That's Atom's Cosmos. Let me see what you're talking about. I'm always interested to learn about more coins because, man, when I started, there were only 3,000 coins. Now there's like 13,000 coins. It's freaking ridiculous. COS. Contentos. What? Contentos. Well, I mean, it would be super volatile being a, what? $136 million market cap? Yeah, that's kind of a baby. But there's a lot of room there for a huge upside. If you can, you hold the bag, maybe make a moon bag out of it. That's why I try to encourage people too, is if you can handle the volatility, wait until you have enough to pull out your initial investment and then let the moon bag ride, right? Let it ride. That's what I would do. XPRT, that's persistence, huh? That's not related to XLM, XRP, or anything like that. Luna, stellar lumens, or any of that X stuff. Oh God. What was it? XRPT? XPRT. Man, you're pulling a rabbit out of your hat. I find this super interesting though. Osmos. Osmo. XPRT. Is that part of Proton? What is that? Osmosis. Huh, wow. Well, I mean, that's a good place to get in since it just had a big bottom. God. But yeah, I've never heard of that one on my radar. Interesting. What's it about? What the hell's the about page on CoinMarketCap? I'm not gonna get into it right now. But there's too many damn coins. Yep, we're pulling back. The Bears have won again. They've won again. So it's probably gonna be a bearish night, I'd imagine, unless we can break out above 69.5. That's really what we need to hit, man. We're hitting there right now. We just gotta break out of it. We can't touch it again. We've hit it to like 4 or 5 times today. This is ridiculous. And we sold off as soon as we hit it, so that's a very bearish sign. CME gap has to close at 64.4. Yep. Yikes. Yeah, I'm not too worried about Bitcoin specifically. People really, I mean, I have PTSD from the bear market, but we haven't seen a single, I was basically, spouting off that, or ranting, that we haven't had a single candle like back in the old days yet, where we got those huge daily candles of like 10%. We were moving like between 1 and 2% dips. That's pretty much nothing. So I'm not really spacing that. Not too much. Yeah, I mean, look at these daily candles. This is the stuff of nightmares. The stuff of nightmares. Yep. Don't miss those days. And looks like we only ever had 2 so far. This one and this one. Yeah, this right now is nothing. And everyone fudding this basically has to have a reality check. Especially like 2 weeks before halving. Yeah, we gotta get with it. Oh my god. Holy crap. About 9:15 in Eastern Standard Time. Japan's getting closer to their afternoon. Usually we start to see a big swing when Japan wants to trade on their lunch break, usually between 11 and noon. It's about 10:15 right now in Japan. So they ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing. BTC is a $1.4 trillion market cap, so it takes a lot to move the market. It does. It really does. But I'm not sure. Is that where we're at right now? Because I just went over the market class right now. It must not be up to date yet, because that would put us above silver again. Would it be nice? Nice to end the night. Yeah. So if that's up to date and this is out of date. Let me refresh it real quick, but I don't think this is up to date. Then we've already went past silver again. This will be the third time this year we've surpassed silver. And then yeah, next is going to be Amazon later in the year. I mean, it's only a matter of time. Only a matter of time we defeat all the markets. All the markets. Oy, oy, oy. This is going to be an interesting night. Holy crap. Didn't really see anything really interesting in the news today, though. Like, it was kind of a downer. Everyone's just pulling pranks on each other. We had the I don't even want to talk about meme coins anymore. I'm so over it. All the new meme coins like the hot dog and everything else. Oh my god, what is this world coming to? And then did they ever get the date that they're gonna put? That was the big one, dog with hat on the dome. I wonder if they ever got the date on that yet. I never heard the actual date. And we're making another move up right now. About to test 65 again. Let's see if we can break through it. Oof. I would say we're probably going to come back down to about 68 again at some point if we can't break that at 69.5. That's just too many attempts. I'm getting PTSD from man, it was like June or July of 2021. When was that? Moon Lambo says AI and gaming are going to be the next big thing. Yes, they are. I just covered the new Solana game, the Nyan Heroes. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, Off the Grid. If you've seen that that segment I just did on Off the Grid, I can't wait for that. It's gonna be freaking amazing. And also too, what's gonna happen with Fetch AI and the merger? I heard there's going to be a pretty big arbitrage between Fetch, Ocean, and what was it, AGIX? What's the other one? The other big one in the merger. I only hold Fetch, so it's not really going to affect me much because the asset's pretty much going to be at the same place of what I bought it when the merger happens. If it hasn't already taken place, I don't think it did it? It's probably going to take like a month. Ocean, AGIX, and Fetch. I think this is the article we covered a few days ago. There's nothing really new tonight, man. Very lackluster Monday. Like, no one's talking about anything redeeming. Oh god. It's all meme coins and trading volume on South Korean crypto exchange. Upbit crashes 75%. Interesting. Yeah, I agree with you, Moon. Moon says, long weekend, everyone off for the holiday. Yeah, basically spring break. I mean, people are taking 2 weeks if they have the money for it. I work at McDonald's, so I don't got no money to do that. Yeah, I got nothing but time to kill and bags to build. I'm really interested too to see like where we end up with, because we're still sitting at 2 million on all the exchanges, even though Coinbase itself is only down to 290 something. I really want to see what happens when that bubble pops, when there's literally everything drained from Coinbase. Because I did hear that Coinbase is doing, have you heard about that? The MicroStrategy strategy. Coinbase is doing the MicroStrategy strategy. You get that 50% McDonald's. Yeah, you do, but you know what? You put on a ton of weight if you keep eating McDonald's all day. And the fryer makes your clothes smell. It's terrible. It's terrible. And oh my god, if you ever get that spit back into your head and you start balding in certain places. I hate McDonald's, man. I mean, it's not bad. The people are nice, I guess, but Raise6 says, should I buy some crypto now? Will it go bullish after the halving? I mean, I personally believe there's going to be a sell-off. How big of a sell-off? I mean, no one knows. It's definitely a known thing now. Wall Street knows. It's not like before where they were not, cued in on it. They know. So I think there's going to be a sell-off. I'm not sure how big, and it really depends on the timing of the Hong Kong ETFs, because that's going to be the next big catalyst after that. And on top of that, we still have only 300,000 or less than 300,000 left in Coinbase for these ETFs to settle with. There's so many factors. It's really hard to get a clear picture of what's going to happen. But I would say if you are looking to buy in right now, I'm sorry, it's a really shit time to buy in, but you can still DCA. I encourage everyone to still DCA. I'm still doing $5 a day. I don't care. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink my Starbucks or whatever. I just get $5 thrown into Bitcoin every single day. So that's my best advice. If you wanted to, hold this asset for the long term, don't think of it as a short-term get-rich-quick scheme. But you can change your life, and we cover this all the time with Wen Moon. I love this tool. It was I forget where I seen it. Probably on Simply Bitcoin or one of the other channels. I absorb everything. But Wen Moon is incredible. If you ever tried this out yet, it's on observablehq.com. It's an API built around the previous cycles and the Bitcoin appreciation and the deflation of the dollar, the U.S. currency, and where your particular date would be based on how much you're holding. Moon Lambo says Bitcoin is going to 1 million eventually. I agree. Just DCA and HODL, and I will show you how much I agree, because this API is disgusting, and it makes me basically disbelieve everything. Have a reality check from one time and time again. But basically, if you have a stack that's if you have one Bitcoin right now, and we'll go back into the nitty gritty and the tiny fragments too. But if you have one Bitcoin right now, based on the current appreciation of Bitcoin and the current depreciation of the U.S. dollar, you will be able to retire with $100,000 per year in the year 2033. That's with one Bitcoin right now. Now, if your time horizon is even much more out there, then that's great. That's fine. That's perfect. Because even if you had, I'll show you, 0.01, which is like, what, $700 right now? Yeah, $698. You could potentially retire. Again, if the dollar doesn't depreciate extremely amount, but again, the appreciation aspect of that will be different too. And you can tweak that too if you think the dollar is going to go down even further than 12% each year. This could be more like 14, or it could be more like 17. It depends on how bad things go. And if we get into a war and all the other factors, I mean, anything's possible. If we keep going steady and we do the same thing and people still buy our bonds, and I don't know why, then yeah, we could still be playing this game for a long time with the dollar. Anywho, 0.01 Bitcoin right now, $700. You could retire in 2056 with a total of $27.7 million. $27 million. I mean, that's insane. $700 right now. If you could hold for 30 years, that's a long hold. I've only held for 3. I can't. I can't say I can do it, but I got a lot more than 0.01, so I don't have that issue. But if that was your only means of retirement, and you constantly keep appreciating and DCAing, you could get there. I keep giving people hope. I'm trying to get all my friends and family involved, and just any bit, man. Anything is better than zero. Rob Paul says it all the time. Get off zero. Anything's better than zero. Anything's better than zero. So, yeah, this is going to be ridiculous. Absolutely insane. Insane. Let's check back on Bitcoin because I keep hearing my ticker go off. Nothing really going on. We keep getting hit at that 69.5 wall, which is kind of sad because I really thought the hive mind was going to play out and we were going to break out of this. Yeah, I guess we could still make another leg up and then keep going with the inverse head and shoulder, right? Maybe. Well, maybe. We'll see. Check the book map real quick. It looks like, boom. Bulls and the Bears are basically at a stalemate. I really need my toys, man. Let's smash my Bulls and Bears together. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. But yeah, this is definitely the week, man. This is gonna be exciting. It's gonna be crazy. We're gonna see some. I mean, we haven't seen any volatility, and I blame the ETFs for that. It's a good thing. Ultimately, it's a good, even though it's icky and BlackRock, it's still a good thing. It's still a good thing that we have less volatility, and more time for other people to get in on a steady curve, as we get more of a, like a slow incline roller coaster going up in a wave pattern or something. Because yeah, I've been covering this for a few weeks now. Basically, after February's close, we have created nothing but a staircase pattern. Look at this crazy staircase pattern. It's basically every staircase is $10,000, and then after the halving, it's probably going to be every staircase is $20,000. That'd be my guess. And then the ETFs, the Hong Kong ETFs will be, that'll be interesting too. It'll probably get us up to $40,000. At that point, we just gotta stop looking at Bitcoin in dollars because it ain't gonna matter. And at that point, when more countries hold Bitcoin than America, do we even use the U.S. currency anymore? Like, that's like kind of what I'm thinking now. Is like, why are we even doing that? Let's see. Moon Lambo says move will happen later in the evening. East Coast go to bed in a few hours. I agree. Yeah. Usually, best time is usually 2 or 3 a.m. in the Eastern Standard Time. Chinese will usually come up and rack us up or sell us off, depending on how we did during the week or the day. The weekly close is pretty high, so they might want to sell it off. We'll see. We'll see. But anyone selling right now, I have nothing. I have no words. But someone else does.
What are you, stupid?
God damn it. Like, how the hell are you selling right now, 2 weeks before a bull run? People are just going to get liquidated to all hell. And someone's going to get someone's going to get left holding the ugly stick, and it's not going to be pretty. It is not going to be pretty. I don't want to be that guy. I want to be the one holding the bag, man. I don't want to be the one on the other end of that. I remember trading Dogecoin back in the day, and that was a crazy time. Crazy time. Moon Lambo, you ever trade any meme coins? The most I ever made off Pepe was about $3,000. I hear similar things with Dogecoin too. Back in the day, Pepe was fun. I didn't make much money at all with Doge. Not at all. I think I'm up like $200-300 right now with Doge, but I mean, it's a moon bag, so I don't care. Damn, 14 million Doge. Wow, 2014. Oh wow. Damn, I didn't know I was talking to a true OG, man. Damn, I'm from back in 2020, 2021. So you predate me, sir. I tap my hat. Yeah, I tap my head off to you, sir, my good sir. Oh God. Oh my God, what a mess. Yeah, that's incredible. Yeah, I bet those were highly volatile times. Holy shit. 2014, 2015, 2017 market was insane from what I've seen, and 1920 was crazy too. Everyone thought we were gonna not go to the moon back then. A secret lab, cyber. Oh yeah. Thanks, man. My favorite chair in my whole office. So the studio, I've got a few computers in here. Damn, my other setup turned off apparently. Timed out. But yeah, thanks. Pretty much all about that dystopian future here. I live and breathe it. This is the world we live in, the dystopian future, where pretty much it's just crypto chaos all the time, because you know the future is Web3. And God damn. Yep, that's the world we live in. That's just how it is. This is 2024. Welcome. And no one wants to work anymore because it's 2024. All the AIs are going to take over, and the robots and the algorithms, the drones. Oh my. Yeah. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I had absolutely no intention of doing this type of thing at all with YouTube until I basically gave up with my friends and family. I have no one in my internal friend group, my RL friends. No one, none of my coworkers, no one I talk to even knows about Bitcoin, or they just think it's a crazy technology they don't believe in, or whatever, or it's a cult. I hear so many things, but I did finally start getting some of my friends to come to me after all these years this last weekend. So I've got about 5 people came to me. So I know retail's getting in now. FOMO's about to get big, and having, again, 2.5 weeks away. They're saying it. I mean, if all the normies haven't heard CNBC cover this every freaking day, I don't know what else to tell them. It's crazy. Oh my God. Yeah, you're real lucky, man. I am envious. I am very envious of you, Moonland. But I would love to have at least one of my friends really big to have done all this research with over all these years. Oh my God, I put in over 9,000 hours just deep diving into all these crypto projects and figuring out what blue chips were and which ones I was gonna stake with, and like, you know, moving all the money around and constantly trying to pull up airdrops. And I mean, frick, now Ethereum is not even worth playing around with anymore. I'm pretty bummed about that over the last couple years. But yeah, I would have killed for that. And the only people I have now in my life that have any crypto, they're betting on these dog coins, and I'm like, the normies don't get it. You can't hold a lottery ticket your entire life. At some point, you gotta make some money, man. And I keep telling them, scare money don't make no money. Yeah. Well, thanks, man. Yeah. I'm right there with you. I will be a millionaire after this cycle. I guarantee it. Oh yeah. I am on my way there now. I could not believe how much everything's appreciated so fast, so quickly this year. I did not think this cycle was ever gonna come close to what it hit at the beginning of the year. I mean, no one ever thought we were gonna be sitting here at 70,000 before a halving. I thought we were gonna be at 50. I thought we were gonna be at 50,000 by March, April, and that was bullish for me. And 125 was my top for this year. And now I'm thinking beyond that. I'm thinking more like 250. And then next year I was thinking 250, 350. Man, as times have changed. Holy crap. And Kathy Wood, oh my God. She's predicting now a 2.4, 2.2 or whatever $1 million Bitcoin by her previous estimated time frame, which was like 2026, 2028. It's crazy. I mean, you can't fade what's going on right now. Everyone's getting in big. Everyone's scared. I talked about Bezos being seen with Michael Saylor last month. Man, shit's about to hit the fan. it's about to roll downhill. Everyone's getting out. And Mark Zuckerberg too. It wasn't just Bezos who sold a big chunk of his stock. Mark Zuckerberg did too. So, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. It is nuts. And so I keep telling everyone, $1 today. $1 today is gonna be 100 tomorrow. It's not even a question is if it's gonna be about when. Because I obviously we just went over the whole when moon thing, right? I mean, these numbers are ridiculous. A 0.01 stack of Bitcoin in 2050 is gonna be worth 27 million. 27 million, and that's if the dollar still depreciates at the same level it's at right now. That's insane. Now, if it depreciated even faster, then you go into hyperinflation, which we don't want. We don't want that, because then we're talking about Mad Max shit and world-ending scenarios and true dystopian future. We don't want any of that crap. We want a slow, steady wave of Bitcoin going up. Speaking of Bitcoin going up, I just got ticker. Yeah, it still can't punch through that 69.5. I don't know, man. That's like the 6th time we've hit that wall now. It's dead. We gotta just come back down and consolidate and then push forward. It's dead. Maybe tomorrow. But damn, I mean, we got a few more weeks. That's it. We're here. You really think hyperinflation is inevitable, huh, Moon? Yeah, I mean, it's hard to think how it's not. I mean, we're sitting at $34.5 trillion in debt. Rising. Every 100 days, we're going to be another $1 trillion. I mean, I got so many clips of people trying to reason with Congress. It's disgusting. And no one's paying attention to that stuff. It's just the reality we live in, right? And it's not even just America, too. It's every country. Every country's in debt. GDP is in the negative. Do we even have a positive standing? Nigeria is also, oh my God, Nigeria is also widely adopting it. As well as, oh God, don't get me started on WorldCoin. Oh man, have you heard about the WorldCoin? I cannot stand WorldCoin. To scan your retinas, and it's sad too because I mean we have all this technology. I'm staring at a camera right now. Well, thankfully it can't see my retinas through my mask, but yeah, I'm sure it logs all that data. Everyone's got it. Yeah, at least I'm not the one, not alone on that WorldCoin. That's terrifying, especially everyone in the world. Yeah, I don't know about that. But I truly think there's enough room out there for multiple blockchains, multiple L1s, L2s to coexist. I mean, we have all these other networks. Why not crypto? Crypto's Web 3. It's just the extension of Web 1, Web 2. So I don't see why we can't have more than one, winner. But Bitcoin has already established itself in culture. It's already established itself now with Larry freaking Fink out there spreading the digital gold. Last year when he said that, I about shit my pants. I was like, Larry Fink just came out and said the last 3 years he's been talking about nothing but none of our customers, I've got clips saved for that naysayer. And then all of a sudden he says, I want a Bitcoin ETF. In 2023 he gets it. He gets it this year. What in the heck? You can't make this stuff up. They own the world, man. It's just scary. It's so scary. Yeah, we are definitely entering a world with multiple currencies. Damn, Moon, you know what's up, man. Why aren't you doing something like this too? Damn, Moon. Yeah, you definitely know your stuff. There are definitely multiple world currencies. Right now, Bitcoin is what, the 5th largest world currency. It's crazy. We're about ready to take over the entire world, and it just started. Like, I never could have predicted it would move this fast. I thought we had at least one more cycle until we had 1 million. Now we're talking about hitting 1 million 2025. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't. I know I'm gonna be a millionaire by the end of this cycle, but I don't know about Bitcoin being $1 million. That to me is just maybe I'm just not bullish enough. And I say that all the time. Maybe we're just not bullish enough. Oh my god. Yeah, well, yeah, definitely hit me up if you do, Moon. I think that would be awesome. I'm looking to branch out and get some more feelers out there. See other people like this type of content. I am looking at doing a whole bunch of new stuff too. I want to do interviews in the metaverse, specifically with the Gen Zs. I really want to get Gen Z's opinion on it. I have a Gen Z in my community now. One guy who he's 15. No, he's I met him when he was 15 originally, playing Apex Legends. Now he's, I think, 18 or 17. I don't know. He's not too old, but he has Bitcoin right now, and I'm really proud of him. And apparently he got his uncle into it, and now they're tag teaming it together. I just wish I had that sort of camaraderie with some of my RL friends, for sure. For sure. Oh, yeah. Holy crap. We're trying again to hit through 69.5. Here we go again. We're sitting at 65.20. Can we do it this time? Will this be the time we break through? And then get past our 69.8, 69.6. Get us back to 70K. Will it happen? It's so crazy too. I find this so much more exciting than watching the stuff that's currently trending right now, like the baseball and the football, and like, to me, yeah, some people call this a loading screen, but to me, every freaking second, this is history. This is freaking history. We're living it. This is happening. Can't stop it. Bitcoin's gonna do its thing. It's never gonna stop. You can't stop it. I mean, if America could have stopped it by now, the U.S. government would have already done it. The problem is, it's world-renowned network. You can't stop it. It's the most secure network in the world. Yeah, I live in the USA. Am I gonna stay there? No. I am not going to stay here when I become a millionaire. I am not. I'm actually planning on traveling, and I would love to do something like this as I travel and kind of come back here as a home base, maybe. But long term, I don't know. I've thought about selling everything. I've been looking at India. Particularly in India, I've looked at my salary in India, and it's basically nothing. Like, if you ever did the conversion rate and look up, like, it's insane. Some of these countries, I could basically be like I don't know what you call it, a Swami or whatever, a cult leader in India. I guess one of those gurus. Yes, a guru. I could be a guru in India with probably $1 million, I'm sure. So let's see, McDonald's salary in India. How many rupees is it? 37,900. Let's just say 38,000 rupees per month if you're a manager. Man, I'm not even a manager. For a crew member, that's me. That's what my freaking name tag says. I'm a crew member. So how much would a crew member make? $12,000 in rupees? 12,000 rupees, and that's a month to USD. That's $140 a month. Holy crap, man. Yeah, you'd be rich in India. So that's one of the places I've been thinking about moving to. Mostly because I like the culture, I love the food, I love the people, I love the women. Oh my God, they're beautiful. I think it would be a great place to kind of start my my journey. I'd like to travel the world before it goes to complete chaos and anarchy and dystopian future, because we're already in it. We are already there. We are already there. You're going to Thailand, Vietnam. Ooh. Yeah, I've actually looked into both those places. Thailand is the crime rate kind of scares me a little bit because they're and the way they treat foreigners over there. But again, a really great conversion rate. I guess you'd have to know where to go before. Ooh, we're getting a bit of a pullback now. Will we hold at 69.3, or is it just gonna trail off? But yeah, I think Thailand would be a really fun place to live too. Again, the culture, everything else, the food. Oh my God, I love Thai food. I mean, pad Thai is, of course, a delicacy, but I'm a big tofu guy. I love curry, that sort of thing. Definitely my jam. Yeah, it looks like they bought the dip right away. That's kind of bullish on the short-term time frame. Again, we're looking at the minute charts, so it's not really telling us much. I like to look at the 15-minute. That's my favorite place to really figure out where price action is going. It looks kind of bullish. It looks like we're kind of pulling up. It could be making an extended cup and handle, or still continuing the inverse head and shoulder pattern up. But I don't know too much about the trading patterns and all that. I picked up a lot of things over the years, just identifying the patterns, and I can feel the charts, but I don't know too much about the the 0.16 and the 200 SMA. I mean, I can follow the 200 SMA. That makes sense to me. I mean, it's the simple moving average, but I'm not a trader. That's just not my day job. I would definitely become a trader if I lost my job, probably. Moon Lambo says, stay in the nice areas, you'll be fine. Lots of YouTubers living there. Really? Okay. In Eastern Europe or in Thailand. He wants to go to TA. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Market Cipher I've heard is a really good one. There's a lot of people using that right now. I know, what do they call it? They tease it all the time. The place that, the people that replaced, BitBoy. I forget the name of the channel. I watch them all the time too, I should know. God. I listen to most of the stuff at work, in an earbud. No one really knows. What is it? Discover Crypto? Yeah, that's probably what it is. Discover Crypto with CZ. I actually I primarily started this because I really enjoyed watching all these YouTubers over the year. I would like to actually meet up and get to know some of them on a personal level. I think right now my favorite show to listen to while I'm working is Sin City Crypto. I think Rob and Dave run a great show over there. And I used to work out of Vegas, so I know the culture and the area is crazy. crazy. But yeah, Rob seems like a really nice guy. I'd love to meet him. Damn, here we go again, testing 69.5 again. Holy crap. Oh, yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to live there either, Lambo. Crap. I lived in Henderson, Nevada for a year, on and off, doing some work, and it was fun, but like you get tired of it. You get tired of slot machines in literally every place you go into, gas stations, airports, laundromats. I mean, there's literally a lot of slot machines in every place. You get tired of the crazies walking around and the open bottles everywhere, and yeah, it's not my cup of tea. I can't really think of a place in America that really is, to be honest. I probably would enjoy the West Coast more. I'd like to get back into the skater scene again, but I haven't done that in forever anyway. I'm too washed up for it. Probably gonna break some of my brittle bones now. Oh man, I do not see us breaking out of here tonight. These little tiny baby moves are like, how many times are we gonna hit the wall? Holy crap, until we just finally come back down. We really need a large correction down. Like, we are beating the wall. Well, actually, what time is it? I don't see any volume coming in, so we're probably nowhere near. Yeah, it's probably like 11 o'clock in Japan in about 15 minutes. Moonlandbo says, my problem with the US and Canada is the taxes. Yeah. I mean, I guess in my state it's not terrible. It's about 15% if you have your holdings for at least a year in your investments. But yeah, I get that all the time. A lot of my friends won't even get into crypto because they're like, I don't want to be taxed to death. And like, the most you're going to pay is what, 24 in my state. That's still a considerable amount. I mean, I don't know if you looked into. Oh man, I watch everyone, dude. I watched everyone over the years. Rob from what the hell is his show called? I forget. There's too many people to keep track of. I forget what his name of the show is, but basically he lives in Puerto Rico. Oh yeah, so does Bitcoin News. He's out of Puerto Rico too. And from what I hear, there's zero tax, zero I'm getting a brain fart now. I need some more water. But yeah, there's a zero federal tax on your winnings. So I thought about moving there, but it's so expensive. I lived in Florida for a long time too. I would love to have that kind of weather again. I just don't know if I want to be in the States anymore. Like, I want to get out. I want to break out. I want to see the world before it goes to shit, because it's gonna. And I missed out on so many opportunities to see a lot of places, and a lot of things have changed. Like Japan right now. Obviously, I'm the Crypto Otaku. But in Japan, their entire resale market has been completely decimated by the import side of it. They've been exporting all of their retro games and action figures and all those sorts of things that from animes and video games over the last 7 years have pretty much it's all left the country, and so everything that's left is so expensive, and most of the businesses have gone out of business because there's nothing left to sell, and the laws have changed in Japan since COVID. It's pretty much destroyed Akihabara, which was the main highlight of going to Japan, in my opinion. So I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about the world anymore. It's kind of gone to shit already. When I was born, I don't know about you, but when I was born, there was, I think, 4 billion people on the planet. I think. Or 4 or 5 billion people on the planet. And now there's over 8 billion. Like, we have literally destroyed this planet. It goes right back to the Matrix, right? Dystopian future. Smith telling Neo, like, you are the disease and I am the cure. It is true. Humanity is the disease. It is. It sucks. Oh, nice. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool, Lambo. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you might have to hit up my DMs sometime. We have to talk. Huge into anime, especially the OG stuff. Anime kind of, the golden age of anime for me truly was like back in the 90s. It really was. Everything was fresh. Everything was new. And I mean, hell, we just talked about the Matrix. Matrix was heavily inspired by anime, Ghost in the Shell, and everything else. And that's kind of where everything's headed. We predicted the future with sci-fi and anime. I preach that all the time. It's kind of my gimmick. But I really truly believe that all sci-fi is going to become a reality at some point. It may not be exactly truly intended how it was written by science fiction, but it's going to be there. It already has. I mean, you go back to the cell phones and the communicator and Star Trek, and you're talking about, you know, lightsabers are pretty much now a thing now, with basically holding the only drawback we don't have is the length of the blade. We can make lasers that basically cut through anything as long, you know, as humanly possible. But I think that's going to be the biggest challenge. There's so many things I've seen in my lifetime that have come to fruition. I mean, never thought robots would get as far as they have now. I don't know if you've seen the NVIDIA conference was insane. Holy crap, the Blackwell chip. And of course, that love tap that the Near the Near founder got from the CEO of NVIDIA. Man, that guy's so freaking humble too. Holy crap. Damn. But yeah, those robots now are they're already out of the park. They're done. I mean, Optimus last year, when they showed Optimus last year, basically assembling the parts and assigning the colors and sorting through all that stuff, it's over. The robots have already come. And they're already as cheap as a human worker. $30,000 a year for a salaried worker. You can purchase a robot and it's getting cheaper. They said it's going to be down to $28,000 now or something close to that. $28,000 for a robot worker that maybe breaks down and you have little small parts to repair. I mean, come on. It's a no-brainer, right? I mean, I can't be the only one thinking, like, I tell my friends and family this stuff all the time. They're just like, nah, it ain't happening. Dude, RoboCop's here, man. We're going to be fighting robots in the streets, and I keep going back into it, but it's the dystopian future we live in. Yeah, it's coming. ED9 is gonna be here soon. I just got a ticker update. Nothing. It just got sold off right away as soon as it came up on my alarm. I want to see another big candle, man. It's kind of sad thing about this bull market so far, and just because of the ETFs. I think everyone thinking that there's going to be God candles. I don't think we're going to have a daily God candle. Like, I don't know how you feel about that, but I remember at the beginning of this market, it was before the ETFs were even announced. I'm like, yeah, God candle for the halving makes sense. So you'll get some crazy, like 2025, we'll get some crazy 100K candle or something from 110K to 200K or something. I don't see it anymore. I think the volatility has pretty much been exhausted out of Bitcoin now since the ETFs are holding it up. They're holding it up on these shelves, this staircase, right? So I just don't see the volatility like I used to. I'm curious to see your opinion on that too, since you're back in the OG days, man. I don't go back that far. Make the robots look cool, like hot waifus. Yes, I agree with that, Lambo. We already have the I mean the sex bots now are ridiculous. I'm sure they have some crazy thing now that walks around and talks to you and everything else. Actually, it's one of my segments I pretty much do every stream too, is the AI and how they're coming for your jobs. Basically, I just go into a rant about how, I'll just do it real quick, I guess. I gotta get in the moment. But yeah, AI's coming. AI's coming for your jobs. They're coming for your job. Telemarketers, lawyers, data entry clerks, bookkeepers, accountants, receptionists, bank tellers, travel agents. My job, McDonald's. Travel agents, factory workers, fast food workers. My job, McDonald's. Customer service representatives, drivers, your friends, especially your romantic loved ones. And it's all coming to a metaverse near you. Yeah, they're coming. They're coming. God damn. Maybe if there's a Black Swan event, you're right. Maybe if there's a Black Swan event, I didn't think about that. we could have a big swing back up to recover. That makes sense. That's probably the only time we would ever see one now. I mean, unless I'm missing something. Our daily candles haven't really been that crazy. Those are all monthly candles. These are daily. I really don't see any huge ones. The biggest one we got so far was this one back in the beginning of March. And it got eaten up towards the top anyway. That right there is still a 12% candle. Yeah, nothing else this year. That was the biggest one. And then last bull run, holy crap. Oh god. That one there, 21%. That was probably the biggest move at the beginning of the bull run on the daily. That was back in February of 2020, right? 2021. Yeah, that's it. So we haven't even got half the size of a daily candle we did in the last previous bull run. That's a shame. That's a shame. Even with the ETFs, you would have thought that the ETFs, again at the beginning, would have gotten close with the inflows being. But again, the grayscale. That no one. I mean, I didn't predict that was going to happen. No one. I don't think anyone could have predicted that grayscale was going to sell off immediately because they weren't going to move their freaking fees. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Lambo says, I think something will happen in mainstream finance that will scare the hell out of everyone. Hyperinflation, and we'll see everyone dump money into crypto. So I've heard in the past, before my time, I've heard the old men bickering about banks selling off their gold in order to like fund the economy or pay off. I don't know. It was back in the 80s before I was born, I think. I heard Peter Schiff and Raoul Paul talking about it. Yeah. So yeah, I wasn't there for that, but that could be something that happens that scares everyone to move to the next largest asset. Or again, it could just be a steamrolling effect that we get to the tippy top of the main, the main assets, and then we just overtake gold at that point. That'll be towards the end of next cycle, I think, or maybe the one after. I don't know. Maybe we can get. Again, I don't think we are bullish enough because there's like $700 trillion in assets in the world, and if Larry Fink gets his way and he wants to tokenize every single asset, it's a possibility that we could see at least $100 trillion get into Bitcoin at some point in the next 10 years. Maybe. Yeah, I guess we're early. I guess. I don't know. I definitely don't trust the dollar. That's for sure. I don't. I can show you my bank account right now. I still have it pulled up from earlier. This is my bank account right now. $0 in savings and $1 in checking. I live off a Bitcoin standard. I just sink all my money into Bitcoin or other projects. About 60 to 80% in Bitcoin, depending on where the price fluctuates with the altcoins. You're about $2. Yeah. Do you live on the Bitcoin standard too? Okay. Yeah. I mean, sometimes I get a little too carried away, and I have an overdraft fee. I gotta walk in the bank and be like, "Oh, you can waive this for me." Every so often, not too often. I'm usually pretty good. Yeah, that's awesome. Damn, man. It's really cool to be chatting with someone that also is in the same boat. I can tell you how many times I've talked to people and like they're mostly asking me about like Seller or there's some other like random off the wall coins they want me to pump their bags for. That they're not like they're S coins, but they're not like. I mean, I get everyone's enthusiasm. They want to find the next 100x, right? But I mean, at least you get it. Like you have your net worth, like you say, in crypto. Yeah, I have a considerable amount of my net worth in crypto. I have a lot of collectibles, though. It's just a lot of money in collectibles that I just never sold. I have been struggling with that for years to just sell off my. I have a very large video game collection, about 5,000 video games, and I've never just sold. I've tried to a few times. I've tried to, but I just can't bring myself to do it. I would have had a lot more invested in crypto if I would have, but it's just at some point I have to, because if I'm going to move out of this country, I got to get rid of it. But it's also appreciating, because again, I learned true scarcity from collecting video games over the last 20 years. So yeah, that was part of my journey. That was part of my journey for sure. This freaking Mario statue. I actually brought that up a couple weeks ago from my my game room, because he was getting a little too lonely down there, and I'm like, what the hell? I might as well bring him up. I thought about decking him out with a Bitcoin chain or something. Maybe throwing a little bit of wear and tear on him. Like some vinyl scuffs to make him look dystopian. I got nice. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So, what kind of games were you into? Damn. Yeah. I mean, that's a big chunk. 500. That's nothing to toss. To toss at, man. Yeah. Yeah. Most of mine, I was up to date with every Nintendo game ever released up until the Switch came out, and I kind of I lost interest, because when the Switch launched, and I had all the games as it launched, but I got so sick of buying like all of the re-releases over and over and over again. I got really disappointed with Nintendo, because they went from first party everything to now we're gonna hire all these second and third party companies. And then, yeah, it's crazy. They basically, I wouldn't say that they haven't killed their brand like Sony yet, but they're definitely doing their long-term fans, their loyal fans, a disservice. Because I don't know if I'll ever see another Star Fox again, or another blue, god damn it, Captain Falcon. I forget the name of the damn game now. There's only been 4 games in that series, or less. There's been GP Legend, F-Zero. Yeah, F-Zero. Oh my god. Yeah, it's a lot of work though. That's why I haven't decided to do it. If I were to do it, I would just sell it off as a collection and take a loss. Really, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at this point. I've thought about it. PS4, Xbox One, 360. Yeah, I mean, everyone's on Steam. Exactly. And that's what we were talking about with Web3 and gaming. Like, it's all going to be gaming, and people are still pissed off about these NFTs. I did oh man, I got so much. Not too much. I got some people were sending me some DMs that are negative about it, but I did a video on a little quick. Well, I did an entire live stream, and I covered Linus talking about how Dr. Disrespect Shrapnel was bad for bad being released with NFTs and loot boxes and all these things, but they're paying a price to get in early, and I'm like, they're getting these blockchain stuff with it. It's not a bad thing. They don't understand that every single, and it may just not be that they're true gamers, really. Every single online game I've ever played, I've been screwed out of all the assets I've ever collected, because in the very end of the game, 3, 4, you never know how successful a game is or not. 3, 4, 5, 10 years later, the entire servers are shut down. You lost every time spent, money, collectible. With NFTs, you can bring a collectible item, a sword or a piece of armor or an avatar or whatever it is, into another game later if the dev allows the transfer, or out of the game and trade it and get some monetary value. Why can't we accept that? Why can't we accept that? And I just hate the negative stigma when it comes to the word NFT, because people just don't understand what the future is. The future, because yeah, once these kids figure out they can play a game and make some money, man, they're gonna be all up in it. All up in it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely that, exactly. The NFT JPEGs, right? That's what I call them. I call them the NFT JPEGs, the art. And I am not bashing anyone for that. I actually appreciate the artwork some of these NFT projects have. I don't really care too much for the repurposed stuff, like the apes. Some of them are kind of funny to see, like, you know, what they do with them, but yeah, I do have a Twitter. Yeah, and again, if you want to hit me up, put a comment down in the chat below. I can hit you up later. We could probably talk some more, man. It's been fun. But yeah, I do have a Twitter, same name, the Crypto Otaku. I'm still got my baby legs on, but I'm getting out there. I'm getting some reach. I hit my first milestone, which is 25 subs, which is a very, very small goal, but I'm happy to at least hit that one. Looking for 50 next. So, yep, been a pleasure, and I'm probably gonna call it a stream here soon. But yeah, thanks for making my night, man. I appreciate it. It was a blast talking with you. Where is Bitcoin at? It is at 69.3. Oh, yep, it's coming down. Gonna retest 69, and then China will pump us later. Let me grab my X real quick. I actually just pull it up, and I really need to start adding it to my my description and getting more involved in X too when it comes to redistributing my videos on X. But yeah, I am on X as the Crypto Otaku, I believe. Yep. The Crypto Otaku. So at the Crypto Otaku on X. And don't forget to buy Bitcoin. And not the Beanie Babies, like Dave Ramsey says. It's a Beanie Baby. $1.2 trillion market cap is not a freaking Beanie Baby. Oh my god. Silly nonsense. Nice. Cool. Well, I'll be looking out for you, the focused one. You have a great night as well. And with that, I'm going to call the stream. Thanks again for joining me tonight. And yeah, have a good night. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Buy Bitcoin. Later.